Hello, Snow Squirrel. What are you doing out there, Snow Squirrel? As it's pretty obvious, it's snowing. Or, well, there's still something happening. Oh, there he goes. He's under the car. He didn't do as much as they were thinking, I don't think. But nothing's plowed yet. There's sheets of ice everywhere, which is probably the bigger issue. So I don't think this is actually snow anymore. I think this is actually just freezing rain. Might be a bigger problem, but well, as I mentioned last night, if you didn't watch last night's, I'm off for an actual snow day this time. Well, so with the snow day here, I've got to update my to-do list a little bit, so I'll probably show you that in a little bit, but yeah, let's just say that I'm pretty much just going to be doing work for a little while today. You're already working and you probably can't hear me, so I'll just continue on talking.
Oh, no, I can't actually hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah, I've only got one ear in because, like, people from work might call me.
Yeah, so you're working. I am about to be working. I'm probably going to cut the vlog first, but it's going to be crunch time in a little bit. Let me actually organize this to-do list real quick. What the hell?
I have no idea what my computer is doing.
Crazy bubbles!
And it's still lagging them, too.
Yes, it certainly is. Yeah, you are getting some frame droppage, but I don't know.
I don't know. I caught that out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, they went away.
What? It's loading something? Oh, no, it's done.
Whatever.
I'm so confused.
Same.
Computer's a piece of shit.
Alright, well that's a little bit better. So this is all organized now until the end of the term. That's right. You can see it right here. We're right here. This is the last day of the term. So, but that's a lot of things that I have to get through today. Granted, some of them are actually broken up fairly well. So I think that it would be wise if I actually get started working on a lot of this. So I think I'm gonna get started because it should be pretty easy to knock out everything on today's, so I can start working on tomorrow's. Actually, wait, why is this here? That's better. Actually, oh no, wait, no, it didn't. There. Put it back to what it was. That almost organized everything. Whatever, yeah, so let's do vlog, let's do the readings, and then I can archive today's to-do list already. Gonna be pretty good, I think. Well, we've actually been outside for a little while, shoveling. As you can see here, I'm on a break. My parents are shoveling. One of my neighbors actually has the snow blower. Saber generators. You were helping too. You've just earned a break. I tackled all 5 cars single-handedly while my father started shoveling. You helped him, and then I helped for a little while. And quickly wore myself out and started overheating to the point where I'm drinking cold water on a very snowy day. It's actually surprisingly not that cold outside. I think the last time I looked it was like 31 degrees outside, so that's just barely freezing. It says 34 now. Yeah, it's actually legitimately over freezing. But that's not going to stay that long for, well, long, because the snow is actually like half ice already, which is why it was actually kind of weird and easy to clean off the cars, because whenever it kind of gets that texture, before it completely freezes, when it's still like mostly snow, what it actually basically does is it kind of like iceberg effects, and you can just kind of push it all off, and it'll take whatever's with it, which is why we didn't actually start any of the cars or anything, which is why, especially for the cars north-south, for whatever reason worked better, all of the glass is actually pretty much clean. But all the cars at least are done. I've also been kind of walking around taking some kind of neat photography, at least I think.
It is some kind of neat photography.
So I might put some of those in the video description. This is kind of neat. Right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, probably my few minutes of break is just about up, and I should really be so that's kind of neat picture. We should be heading out there soon. Well, done with snow things for a little while. I've since changed myself. Because, like, it got to the point where, that's what the fan is on, where a part of me was really, really warm, and part of me was really, really cold. Like, my legs, like, my lower half was freezing, and my upper half was really, really, really warm. So, yeah. Whatever. I'm all changed for comfort, including into older shoes, because I put the new ones downstairs to dry. But back to work. So I updated another thing. I just got a reply email from my professor saying I did need to do the fifth paper for PA history, so I got that off the to-do list. It's now no longer here. So I think my goals for today are going to be to do the 4 film comedy readings and then watch the Let the Fire Burn movie. I think that's a good place to have our goal for the moment. If I get more shit done after that, I get more shit done after that. But I'm going to at least try to get those 5 things done. Back in a little while. Hey, would you look at that? It's fucking snowing again. Yay. Well, it's like 6:40 in the evening right now, which is the big benefit, I guess, of daylight savings time, is that the sun does last a lot longer in the evening, because it's almost 7 o'clock now, which is like pretty much getting into summertime. And as you can see probably by the dripping that I'm hoping you can see, it is melting. They never actually did get around to plowing our streets, but as you can see, everything in the driveway, because we did such a good job of doing the driveway, especially thanks to our neighbor with the snowblower, but also a lot of us put our backs into it, and some of us can feel it in our backs. Because I certainly can. What?
That is actually a final deliverable. Which means I have to do that.
What?
My friggin' 1/8 scale model.
Gotta do it at some point.
Gotta do it at some point, which means I have to go buy chipboard at some point.
Probably next weekend.
Or I need to raid Cardboard Mountain.
Probably this weekend.
Probably, what, this weekend?
Yeah, right?
What, build this model? Yeah, probably this weekend.
Yeah. Focus on everything for now, and then we'll make a run at some point. But, yes, the snow is melting for the moment. Well, yeah, but eventually it is going to, it was actually fairly warm today. It was like, I think like made it into the mid-30s today, so it did actually make it above freezing. You having fun making a ton of noise?
I know, I'm just cleaning up all my wrappers.
Yeah, but
You'd appreciate that.
I do. But it's going to freezing it overnight, as I've tried to say now, but kept getting distracted. It is going to freeze overnight, which is why we needed to take the big effort to actually get most of this shit cleaned up. Because that will be bad if we got it out tomorrow morning, and especially if they don't actually get around to plowing the road. That's going to be frozen. They really should plow the road.
They're probably not going to plow the road.
They're probably not going to plow the road. Sometimes they do it real early, and then other times we get forgotten about forever.
They're not going to plow the road.
Probably not. And that's going to be a giant sheet of ice tomorrow when we have to get a leave to take you to the train station at whatever time in the morning.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, also, I finished... Where is it? I finished the movie. Because I can check it off up here. And as you'll notice, the Tuesday one is done because I finished the film readings. Yeah, film comedy readings as well. Now, I still have to take that quiz, the volcanology quiz there 9, which I will probably do at some point later on today, because that needs to get done soon. Oh well. Doing pretty good. Oh wait. Forgot to delete this from Paper Central. That one doesn't need to happen. Did I talk about that? I actually got a reply from my professor who said that I'm in good shape and don't actually need to do the 5th paper. Woo! We're getting pretty good. Actually. Okay, well I realized that, well, let me get rid of this and switch over to Google Keep. I do actually have one more thing that I need to do, because I've kind of forgotten about it, because it's not usually like me to do them this late in the week. I think I only had one other one that I did, like, late. Or, well, not late, but, like, not immediately, like, after it was due, because we were, well, of course I couldn't do it because we were on the thing, but I have the volcanology quiz to do, so I think that might be a decent thing to do today. Just kind of get it out of the way, because then if you look at the future schedule, really just attend classes tomorrow, or, well, actually, this is for tomorrow. This is for Wednesday. Attend classes here, the rest of this, and a vlog, attend classes and a vlog, or that's just a vlog, that's just a vlog. This is the 4 journals, so that's where they're due. And then after that is, where's the 20th? There's the 20th. Yeah, okay, so that's a bit, but that'll get us at least caught up for the end of the week so I can just kind of relax through classes. That'll be fun, right? Right. Oh, also, before I take that quiz, I just wanted to say Happy Pi Day, everybody. It's 3/14. It's 3/14/17, which is not what pi is, but it is Pi Day. And we did not have actual pie just because we couldn't get out and get any, but we did have shepherd's pie, because that's the solution to Pi Day. Right?
Yeah.
We had that at least. Anyway, I'm gonna go take this quiz. Also, yes, the cat scratched me there somehow, don't ask. Well, quiz is actually done. And also over there on that monitor, you see that text document, but you can't see what it says, but that's because I'm not going to show you guys, because it's actually basically me laying out what needs to get written in those 6 papers over the next couple of days. But even though I didn't get any of those done, today's been very productive because I kind of got a lot of stuff done today, surprisingly. And I feel completely exhausted despite the fact that it's only 10:23 at night, which is actually 9:23 at night, what I'm used to for my main clock. But that's okay, because I probably should get to bed at a reasonable hour, because I do have to take her in tomorrow, and, well, that really needs to happen. But, yeah. My hair's wet. I showered. Which is why I'm in, like, a third outfit for, like, a different time today, but whatever. Props to you if you noticed for whatever reason. Anyway. Yeah, I feel really good and really productive, but also really tired, which I realized right before I started the vlog is actually probably because of all of the lifting and the shoveling. Alright, so I mentioned her, but what's the plan for tomorrow? Well, I mean, she needs to get to work. That's just what needs to happen. She has class tomorrow night, and, well, I doubt the university's going to close again, because they really had a lot of time to tackle all this. And assuming everything was well salted, well, it means we should have an easy time on the roads tomorrow. Whether that's going to happen or not is going to be, well, we'll see. Because this is, of course, the night, for those of you who aren't familiar with big snowstorms, the night after can also be just about as bad for moving around, because when you wake up in the morning and all the roads are very frozen, and yes, it's dipped down to below freezing again, that can be a disaster. That could be a lot of slipping and sliding away. So, well, let's see what we wanted to see tomorrow morning. I might actually try to be overly cautious and not do driving vlogs, at least until I know how the roads are tomorrow, which I know is, like, really weird, because I always do driving vlogs, but I might try to not for tomorrow, just because it actually might be a fairly bad idea. As for me, tomorrow's a normal Wednesday. There's just going to be ice on the ground. I've got production workshop, I've got film comedy late at night, even though tomorrow's week 10, and today was supposed to be week 10. And by the way, if you're wondering about what I've heard from classes, Pennsylvania history, I had to watch that movie today, and that was my assignment for not finishing, or for not having class today. And I also finished the book a while ago, which was the other assignment, but that's done. Volcanology, we just are going to not have the last lecture, which will just not be on the final. And again, I took that quiz today, which was actually entirely on that lecture I missed on Thursday, and did a good job of it. So I think I actually kind of got a lot of that down. So, kind of when we go into volcanology on Thursday, it's really just going to be asking a lot of questions. Psychology I haven't heard a word from, so I don't really know what the plan is over there. And sociology I also haven't heard a word from, and that was supposed to be the last sociology lecture, so I'm not actually sure at all what's happening. I'm not sure whether he's, like, planning to have us in for class or whatever next Tuesday, because if he's not telling us that, I'm not planning on coming in. Because technically, well, it's not a class as far as I'm concerned, so I haven't heard anything about that. We'll see, I guess. I mean, the journal, he did update all the journals, so I know he's been online, because he only put the due date that I have up there for the 20th on one of the journals before, but it's actually been slapped onto all 3 of the journals now, so I know he's been online, and I know he's updated stuff, so I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, but I just know it's there. That's it for that. I mean, for the most part, my other classes, except for sociology, all have their Thursday counterpart. So that's coming up pretty quickly. Yeah. So, I mean, we're easy week, I guess. Despite the fact that it's week 10. Whatever.